Hi everyone, Stacy Whiter here on behalf of Campus Mortgage with some quick tips for you on Fannie Mae prohibited refinance practices. Now just a quick reminder before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered legal advice or used in place of Fannie Mae guidelines. Also, this video was issued on January 9th, 2018, and the information contained in this video is subject to change without notice. So when it comes to the prohibited refinancing practices, Fannie Mae restricts practices that might inappropriately affect the prepayment pattern for Fannie Mae mortgages. So what that means is mortgage-backed security pools that have a high level of prepayments, in other words, mortgages that have been paid off early. They look for mortgages that have been paid off within 120 days of the whole loan purchase or the MBS date, and they will flag these as potentially high risk for prohibited practices. Let's take a look at these. Lender solicitation. Lenders cannot specifically target Fannie Mae borrowers for offers to refinance. Now, the only exception to this is for the HARP loans, Refi Plus and DU Refi Plus. They, however, can advertise refinancing topics and opportunities generally. So they can talk about refinancing offers or it's a great time to refinance, but they cannot target the borrower specifically for their situation. Also, they can talk about a type of mortgage. So let's say that the borrower has an ARM. They can advertise in regards to going from an ARM to a fixed rate, but it has to be general. Now, lenders cannot treat mortgages that they hold in their own portfolio, so those that they don't sell to Fannie or Freddie, or to another investor or sold to Fannie Mae as a separate class of mortgages for the purposes of promoting refinancing. So they can't offer one set of refinance opportunities to their portfolio loans and different ones to ones that they sell to Fannie Mae. That is a prohibited practice. Also, lenders cannot encourage their borrowers to stop making payments on a mortgage as a means of making their mortgage eligible for repurchase. So what that means is if a lender originated a mortgage and it was sold to Fannie Mae, the lender or the loan officer cannot encourage the borrower to stop making their payments, because what that will do is that could flag to Fannie Mae to review the file and potentially require the lender to repurchase the loan. It's hard to say why a lender might do that, but it could be so that they can pull the loan back, put it in their own portfolio, and then refinance it, which is a prohibited practice. Next, let's talk about prearranged refinancing agreements and agreements to advance borrower payments. So a lender cannot deliver a mortgage to Fannie Mae if they or an affiliated third-party originator offered special terms to the borrower to refinance the mortgage in the future. So if the lender refinances a mortgage and says to the borrower, hey, if you come back to me in 6 months and refinance the same mortgage, I'll give you, 0.25% off the rate. That is definitely a prohibited practice. So Fannie Mae does not allow that. Also, a prohibited practice is refinancing arrangements that the lender makes with the borrower, where the lender advances the borrower payments and then they refinance the mortgage once an agreed upon payment term has been received. So really what that means is a lender will say, hey, I will make your payments or advance you payments on your mortgage for the next 3 or 4 months or whatever it is, and then we'll refinance you. So that is a prohibited practice. All right, everyone, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching. For more tips and videos, please visit campusmortgage.org to look for their weekly mortgage video tips designed for all mortgage professionals, including underwriters, loan officers, processors, closers, and post-closers. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.